Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up in this episode, new Saints deal for absent halfback. Is luck not in with Leilua's early Cowboys move? And Panthers assistant coach is being eyed up at head roles for 2 NRL clubs. Penrith Panthers assistant coach Cameron Ciraldo is reportedly going to meet with West Tigers officials as the Tigers look to step up their search for a new permanent coach. According to the Sydney Morning Herald, Tigers executives have identified the Penrith Panthers assistant coach as their preferred candidate to replace Michael Maguire, who was sacked last week after the West lost 9 of their first 12 games this season. He has also been unable to guide the West Tigers to the finals in the 3 campaigns he was in charge. Ciraldo seems to be someone high on another club's coaching candidates, as it's reported that the Canterbury Bulldogs are also keeping tabs on the coach, who is highly thought of as the most highly thought of assistant coach in the league, as they look to appoint a permanent coach themselves. Interim coach Mick Potter has been in charge of Canterbury since Trent Barrett walked away from Belmore last month. Ciraldo has reportedly been impressed by the work the Tigers have put in off the field in terms of setting up pathways to first grade and investing in their football operations. However, it remains to be seen whether the 37-year-old will be prepared to take over a roster that contains so many gaping holes. Ciraldo stepped in for Ivan Cleary, who was absent for medical reasons, for the Panthers' 42 points to 6 thrashing of the Knights in Newcastle, and he was flattered by the rumours, he said. "I know there's been a lot of speculation, and it's a credit to our club and our players that they don't let that become a distraction. I don't think any of them have seen anything that has been written," he said. "Obviously, it's been a bit uncomfortable seeing your name in there all the time, but it's also very flattering. My job at the moment is just keep doing the best I can for Penrith, hopefully keep improving on our defence, and that stuff will come in due time." The former player, who is also the head coach of the Italian national team, his playing career started at the Cronulla Sharks in 2005 and went on to play 19 games until 2007. He then made his move to Newcastle Knights, where he played 43 games and scoring 4 tries between 2008 to 2011. And then in 2012, he played 1 season with the Penrith Panthers, where he's played 32 games for the Premiers. His career ended on a very sad note, as he broke his fibula in 4 places and also dislocated his ankle, which put pay to his promising rugby league career for the lock second rower. A staunch Italian international, he was named in the 15 points to 14 upset over England in the pre-tournament friendly match for the 2013 World Cup, and playing 7 games in all. But following his retirement, Ciraldo became the assistant coach of Penrith Panthers NYC team in 2014 under head coach Trent Barrett, and on the 5th of April 2014 he was appointed assistant coach of the Italian national team, again under Barrett. He moved to the NYC team's head coach position in 2015, which saw him gain success at that level by winning the grand final, unfortunately missing out on the following years for the double. He was named Italian head coach in 2016, and then second in command as one of the assistant coaches at Penrith's NRL team in 2017 under Anthony Griffin. He was also caretaker coach for a period between Griffin's departure and he guided Penrith to a 5th place finish and qualified for the finals. They defeated the New Zealand Warriors in round 1, which set up an elimination match against Cronulla, which the Sharks won 20 points to 21. He was replaced by Ivan Cleary, who is still the head coach, with Ciraldo dropping back to assistant coach role. Staying with the West Tigers for the moment, as they've announced that Luciano Leilua was granted an early release from his playing contract and with immediate effect. Leilua had signed a 3-year deal in November last year to join the North Queensland Cowboys for 2023 and beyond, and was expected after this release to play for the Cowboys for the remainder of the season. So much so that the West Tigers CEO Justin Pascoe says Leilua was made a valuable contribution to the club and wished Luciano the very best in his future, going as far as saying he and his family have made a lot of friends here at the West Tigers and they will be missed. But that move to North Queensland Cowboys, his early move, is anything but confirmed, with the shock revelation that the club may not be able to afford him for the remainder of 2022. Leilua, as we said, was released and already confirmed a new contract, and the Cowboys have reportedly made previous requests for the release of Leilua, who has been well off his top form at the Tigers over the first half of the 2022 season. The release from the Tigers followed the season-ending injury to Haliman Lucky, who was started in Townsville over the past couple of weeks, with Jeremiah Nane playing in Game 1 of State of Origin season, and then rested against the St George Illawarra Dragons the game directly afterwards. Tom Gilbert is also currently out for the Cowboys with an eye injury. It was tipped the early release was set to see him link up with the Cowboys, however, the move to Townsville is now not certain. Cowboys Director of Football Michael Luck told SEN Radio on Wednesday morning that Leilua is not locked into the Cowboys for the remainder of 2022 just yet. We've asked the question, and that's where we're at the moment, Luck said on CEN Radio Pat and Heel's show. There's still a bit of water to go under the bridge at the moment. There's nothing in writing anywhere. We'd love to get Luck. He makes us a better team, particularly with the injuries now we had with Helium and Tom Gilbert, especially this week, and a couple more. We're a club that likes to do our due diligence. That makes sure every box is ticked. We're going through that process. We want to get Luciano up here, but it's not a done deal yet. After Leilua played 24 matches for West Tigers in the 2021 NRL season, as the club finished 13th and missed the playoffs, on 24th of November, Leilua signed a 3-year contract believed to be worth $2.2 million Australian dollars to join Queensland at the start of 2023. With that money in mind, I'm sure that the Cowboys will be looking at the best monetary value, as they've tempted a player to come to them early in the contract, and now he's not actually on contract anywhere. I don't know what the situation is here, but if he's moving up to Queensland, ready for 2023, he's going to be sat there doing nothing until the contract's signed. How can this deal go through? I know Leilua wants to look at what the Cowboys are doing, but with Jeremiah Nane, Jason Tomalolo, just to name two in the pack, he wants to bounce off that, obviously. But has he missed out for this season? Making sure that he is going to be fit and ready for whatever he wants to do in 2023 or the remainder of 2022. If the Cowboys renege, who's going to step into the breach, knowing what the amount is that they will have to pay? Are there any clubs out there that have the salary cap space, not the money, the salary cap space to sign someone? Hey, what if he ends up in New Zealand for the rest of the year? There's a big hole there and a bit of money as well. And finally, more contract details, as St. Helens have been delighted to announce that they've secured the future of Lewis Dodd, who has signed an extended contract with the club. Dodd's new deal will see him stay with Saints for at least the next 2 seasons, with an added option to extend until the end of the 2023 campaign. Dodd, who has been around the Saints squad for the last 2 seasons, scored his first Saints try for the club in the 42-0 victory over Wigan in 2020. He went on to make 3 appearances before his breakthrough season last year, where he played 21 times, scoring 5 tries. His form and exciting potential was rewarded as boss Christian Wolff handed him the famous number 7 shirt in 2022, and has been in red-hot form, scoring 7 times in 10 games before his season was sadly cut short with a significant ankle injury. He says that he loves the club, the 20-year-old, he loves the town and the team, as well as the staff involved, so it was quite an easy decision. On his new contract, he said, "I want to thank my family, academy boss Derek Trainer, and of course head coach Christian Wolff, who has shown a lot of faith in me. To be given the number 7 shirt was a real proud moment for me and my family. Some special people have worn the shirt, and it's one that comes with a lot of prestige, so it isn't something I took lightly. I am now on the road to recovery and looking forward to the future. My job is to get myself fit for next season, and that is what I will be doing. Hopefully, I'll be back out with the boys soon." His head coach Christian Wolff said, "Dodd is an exceptional signing for the club at the back end of last year, and this season he believed he was the form full halfback in the competition. The likes of Johnny Lomax, Jack Wellesby and Morgan Knowles are all quality homegrown academy graduates, and that 1, 6, 7 and 13 combination really complemented each other well. Doddy fits the type of person we want at the club too. He's a young man who will only improve, and I believe he has the potential to grow into the best halfback in the comp. He is at the best club for his development, and the length of the deal is a show of faith from both the club and Doddy himself. Rugby League almost lost Dodd to Rugby Union as Sale Sharks came calling when he was about to sign professional forms with St. Helens, and he made the decision himself to stay with the club, despite getting advice from his family, which he sees is a benefit from his family. He's also an avid cricketer, but the other thing that may be of note is that he's a Widnes lad, and he grew up supporting his hometown team. And he disliked Saints as a junior, but now he's playing his trade for St. Helens. He will guarantee not to give anything less than his best for the team, and it's proving best dividends, as at the end of last year he was involved in the squad that won the grand final at Old Trafford against Catalans. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide as we get the word of Rugby League and our channel out to the masses out there who love the sport. Tell me what your thoughts are of today's episode. 2 little stories for West Tigers. Not Joey, he's at Featherstone. Luciano Leilua leaving West Tigers, aiming to go to North Queensland, but North Queensland not sure that they've got the salary cap this year to cover his wages. Early release does that sometimes, it throws up a little bit of a curveball. Do you think Cameron Ciraldo will be a good signing coach announcement for the West Tigers? Comment below. And Saints fans, how happy are you that Lewis Dodd has extended his contract? A good player. Really good player. It's a shame that he's a Widnes fan, not a Saints fan really, but I'm only pointing like he'll put in everything for their team and wants to be a winner. That's all that you can ask for. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please share, and share again this video worldwide. And in the meantime, please stay safe. I wish you all the best. And I'll see you in the next episode.